So yeah, there you go. So look, this is going to be mute. It's going to go, you know, it'll be fine in a couple of weeks. It'll be fixed, but it just shouldn't be released like that. I mean, it's not a me problem, is it? It's not a you problem either. It's a their problem. Really? $70? But it's all down to this amazingly modeled, study level 3D cockpit that allows you to really fly the 737 in your own home.
Nevertheless, grave danger I fear in this training.
buttons. It's time for us to sign off. I think she wants a treat. Do you want a treat, little buttons? Do you want a treat? Okay, just look at me until I actually get off the stage. Excellent, folks. Pleasure as always. See you soon.
Good evening, folks. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday already, folks. That's bananas, isn't it? It's Thursday already. Happy Thursday to you all. I hope you're all doing well and having a good week. Another kind of relaxing flight, I hope. Possibly. But John Buttons wants to say hello. Look at the little... Buttons wants to say hello. So this is the treat Buttons going to get today. There you go, Butts. There you go. And happy day to everybody. Hope you're all well and in good form. We're in Dublin. I was just sitting here thinking the last few seconds before the stream started. Have they modelled the 737? Was it today that the American president came into Dublin? So it should be sitting in the apron somewhere, because it was some hours ago, was it? I don't know if it was today. I just saw it on YouTube and I said, was that today? We're in Dublin B2. We're going to Leeds, Bradford, folks. That's what's going to happen. Oh, yeah, where's Superman? We're in Dublin. Let's zoom out a bit. Where would it be parked? So I expect to say a 737 somewhere. Let me know in the chat if it was today. So it should be parked here. There's some traffic moving off there. I love the world traffic. Oh, there's the weather, folks. That's what we're going into, I hope. I hope it's going to be horrific in Leeds by the time we get there. I hope it's absolutely going to be shocking visibility. That's what I'm dying for. We're real live time now and real live weather. Because the time's changed, you know, with the summer and all that kind of thing. So I don't see a 737 anywhere parked there. A bit disappointed. Maybe I got my days wrong, you know. I don't see the 737 there parked. I don't know if they do parked aircraft. They have to be moving, I suppose. But wouldn't it be nice if they put it on for shits and giggles? There's Dublin V2, folks. Absolutely fantastic. Well worth the money. Hats off to MK Studios. You know, hats off to them. Very good. Very nice. I like the way they've done the lights here in the old terminal here. You know, I like that. If they had some more lights in some of the other windows, that'd be nice too. Look, they can only do so much, can't they? But I paid for it, didn't I? So let's go into the cockpit, folks, and get rocking and rolling. So let's say hello to who's on the chat in a minute. In Twitch, we've got G Cook Scotland, hey ho, ahoy to you, and Shady Sim. Gripper has got buttons and flies. Says Shady Sim. Buttons isn't great for him, Shady Sim. So on YouTube we got David White on the chat. David White, hey ho. It was today, so it was today, David. Yeah, I don't think that was parked. I wanted it to come in though on the sim. You know, because it's supposed to copy the traffic, the real live traffic. Okay, it might be a little bit delayed, but you know, that's not it over there. But anyway, it's not there. It's not parked. Would have been a good. It would have been a good, you know, stunt for them. Let's go to the aircraft and get the engine started, do all that kind of stuff and things. Let's do stuff and things. You know, let's see if I can pause this up in any way, shape, or form. There we are. Let's get into the cockpit with cold and dark. There's some folks. That's quite typical. They just start. What? Accident in Dublin Airport, folks. Stairs had an accident with a tug. Put that in the paper. There. Oh, right. That's interesting. Oh my God, disaster. Just let's pretend that didn't happen. Do you know? Party power, please. Take the flaps all the way back. That would be handy. And let's get the. Let's not bother with the ground power. Do you know? Let's just go and get the APU on as soon as possible. Oos. I love the way the airplane generally. It's quite. Here, I'm going to look at this window if you don't mind. The aircraft, I don't know if you noticed it here, but it gently sways around with the winds, the way the winds are at the moment. The winds in Dublin are, let me just read the weather to you. The weather in Dublin is... Dublin, let's have a look and see what the winds are. We're departing runway 28 right. Okay. So let's see what kind of crazy madness we can expect. It's not bad at all. Issued on the 12th, which is today, 1800 Zulu, which is just an hour old. Interesting. Weather is, the wind is 290 at 19 knots, 10 km or more, few clouds at 800 feet, few CBs at 2,000 feet. Broken 4,000 feet, temperature 62.4, QNH 990. Let's get that done at least. I don't know if that will work, but okay. And no significant change or anything like that. That's just, it's fine. It's not bad weather at all, really. I'm a bit disappointed. But look, we have to see, if you had bad weather all the time, it'd just be the norm, wouldn't it? Do you know? It'd just be the norm, and we'd just be sitting here happy, you know? Well, kind of nor highs nor lows. Let's put the APU generators on, shall we? Oos. Oos. There we go, now we got power. So let's go to the checklist, folks. Overhead, note weather forecast, load packs, cargo fuel, flight plan. Park and brake. Let's there we go, you need that. Battery is guarded and closed. Standby power is already by default guarded and closed. Let's put our eyes on it. That's emergency exits. We need that. Let's put that on now. Standby power. Where are you? I always have difficulty putting my eyes on it. There it is there. It's going across this way. Great. Fuel pumps. Let's get the whole lot of them on. Boom, 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 boom. APU is started. APU channel I just put on. Position lights to steady. They're on steady. Logo light. Let's slide it up like a Christmas tree. Anti-collision light. Wing lights, we put them on as well for shits and giggles. Cabin lights as required. Emergency exit lights guarded and closed. I just did that. Passenger signs, get those safety belts on, you plankers. I'm very rude to the passengers, aren't I? Iris both select us. No, no, no. Over here. Hidden away. You don't want to be playing with those when you're in flight. You don't hit those by mistake, folks, I'm pretty sure. An FMC set, so I've loaded the flight plan from SimBrief. Let's load the FMC. Now we're going to come in. It's going to be dark, so I want this panel just a little bit bright. But these feckers here, these ones here, I want to dull those down a little bit, if I may. Because this LC tube, I see where I'm advertising for the monitor, but anyway, this TV actually, it's really good. It's like you get glare, you know. Like this bright light here for me now is really like, what? Do you know? It's terrible. Terribly bright. How do I turn that down? Turn it off perhaps would be the way to go there, wouldn't it, folks? There's another one down here somewhere. Where are you? Here we go. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. And there's one up top as well. Where are you? There we go. Not too bright. And also on the checklist, Clappy D, you'll be very proud when you're on. I have actually started the recorder. Let's start the music. Right, let's get out of here and let's get moving. Packs auto high. And now when I say auto high, auto or high. An FMC set. Right, let's get the FMC working here, folks, will we? Let's load in our flight plan, enter IRS position. Yeah. Boom. Clear. No, I didn't want to do pause and knit. I'm going to go here. I want to go next page. I want to copy the one from the left. Go to previous page and stick it in there. And go to route then. Let's load the flight plan. I could have done, look. Do you know what I could have done? I could have just gone the company route here. Echo India Delta Whiskey to Echo Golf. November Mike. And I'll have you, please. Activate. Execute. I thought it took a while to load that in. It was very quick. Let's get all the legs and everything in there. Great, happy days. I'm pleased. I'm going to check this for this. I'm just going by ear, right? So we want to arrive at the departure. Let's do that, and then we'll do our mass balance and stuff. We are departing from Dublin runway 2 right, and we're using Bothum 3 Juliet. This one. Execute. Now, oddly enough, coming into Leeds, right? There's no SID that I was given from SimBrief. If I go to arrival and departure, there's going to be loads of them for that runway, so I don't get that. You see, they are vectored in, you know, I keep forgetting about that. So Leeds Bradford, it doesn't have one, but we're going into runway 32. Well, there's no ILS for 32, folks. Well, we just have to vector it and fly in visually. wirelessly to there, look. Execute. So there is no sits. So this will be interesting. Let's go to legs. And let's go to plan mode. Let's make sure that music's the right volume. And one of the streams I had it way too loud for far too long. Volume is usually about 9 there. I have it at. There we go. Plan mode. Let's step through it. Literally. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, come on. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Now there is a discontinue. Let's get that and copy that there and see what we get. Okay, it's going to be straight in. Ish. Right? That's a 10 mile final. So let's go to 40 miles. That's fine. We'll manage it. I might add a waypoint a little bit further out, maybe here, and then turn in at, you know, a 30-degree angle. That's a little bit too much there, that angle there. So en route, I'll try and add, if I remember how to add a waypoint. I haven't done that for a while. Okay, so that's fine. So let's go back to map mode. Down to 10. And let's get the mass and balance, shall we? So init ref. Everything's there. 0 for your weight, please. Reserves, you have to put something in there. Contest, we'll do a 5. Level 228, I know I'm going to get into trouble now from Robert Times, but this just works for me. I'm going to go with what I know. Execute. So that's going to be 2,800. 2,800. 2,000, yeah. 2,800 feet. 2,800 feet, there we go. 20,800 feet, what am I saying? Hang on, that's fucking stupid. 20,200, oh for God's sake, what a stupid way. What does it take it? I'll take it from, I'm going to take this from SimBrief this time, I don't care. It's stupid. Flight level 280. What a stupid figure they gave me. 280. 280. 280 is set. Great. 280 is set there. I don't know, are they going over those odd numbers there? Those strange numbers, not odd, but you know what I mean. Okay, so what else do we've got to do here? Let's go. Crest takeoff. We've got our D speeds. We've got our flaps. We're going to go flaps 5. We got our CFG pulled in from SimBrief. There we go. Trim 599 and trim 599. I'm going to read those comments now. I see some comments coming in there, folks. Bear with me. I'll get up to the next bit before we taxi. 599. And our V speeds. 1, 2, and 3. And it looks like V2 is 141 knots. 141. There we go. Happy days. Now, let's go through that. Let's go to legs here. Okay, let's go to... No, I don't want to go to menu. I feel... Let's go to index page here. So, positions, fine, performance. Let's go through that there one more time. We have to load the weather. So let's load the weather and approach. Oh no, it's here. I remembered. Descent. Let's load those forecast winds. There we go. That'll help things move forward. Takes a while for it to load. Let's look at the chats there while we're sitting here. Shady Sim is with us on Twitch. I'll read Twitch and then YouTube. Jason S84 is with us. Says, greeting grippers, greetings all. I hope you all had a good Easter. I don't think everyone had a good... Except for the chocolate overdoses. Do you know? Except for the chocolate overdoses. I took it easy. I just take a little bit of chocolate all the time. Yeah. Yeah. I know it's terrible. The Paul Evans, greetings. Paul just loaded into, he said, just loaded in to do a flight to Liverpool, stand 124. And seeing your name, I wonder if he's streaming. Safe flights. Thank you, safe flight, I think it means. Hey, Paul, how are you doing? I hope you're well. Are you going to watch along as you're flying? Or are you going to join us? You know, you can join us in the North European server. We're in Dublin Airport. We're all here, waiting. Fly along. You know? David White is with us on YouTube. He says hello, David. Greetings. It was today. Oh, sorry. It was. Yeah, I answered that already. So it was today when the American president came to Dublin. I think they're here for meetings to bring in their poison food. They do all sorts of things to their food over there, and people are dying like flies. It's so many things in America that is all over the. I'll shut up. I'll shut up. I know. David White says, I really like MK Studios. It makes scenery for Ireland, West Knock. Is it gonna make West Knock? It's gonna make Knock. I really hope MK Studios makes. I really hope MK Studio makes a scenery for Ireland, West Knock. Yes, I hope they do. No one goes to Knock. I mean, I fly the little airplanes all the time, and I've never been to Knock. What's there like? I don't know what it is at the place. I was going to go there one day, and I said in the airfield, I said, I want to go to Knock. Don't go. I said, don't go. Why? It's just a bit weird. I don't know. I have to find out. It's a bit of a mystery. I've never been to Knock. I've flown everywhere all over the country. That's what I do all the time. Enzo, greetings. Enzo Donforio. Hello, Enzo. Great to have you. Speak Spanish. I can't. I can if I drink an awful lot of alcohol. I can speak Spanish quite well. Well, Enzo. Enzo's from Argentina. How cool is that? Enzo, welcome. We'll have to fly from Argentina. We haven't done any flying in Argentina. Enzo, we'll do it in your honour at some point. I gotta get out of Europe here. I think we should do some of Argentina because that's quite cool. No? Argentina? That'll be something different. I'm stuck in my own little area here, really, aren't I? Okay, we'll get out of Europe. Jason Spendley, greetings. He says WV2 is awesome as well. It is, Jason. It is absolutely brilliant. It is really cool, you know. Now we've got our. Let's backtrack a little bit. So what we did there was we put on our altitude, we put on our V2 safety speed. So that was fine. We corrected the winds, and then I was going to go back to the index page. What's the quickest way to get there? I was going to check. I was checking performance. I'm just going to backtrack a little bit. I did the speeds there for takeoff. Happy days. That was fine, and I want to have a look at the takeoff here. That was all fine. We did that. All the trim setup, approach. Don't worry about that when we're coming in, right? That's when we're coming in, and that's all good. Let's go. Let's go to the next page. Let's get out of here. Let's get pushed back. Let's get all that stuff away from the aircraft. Let's go into the menu now. Go to PMDG setup. No. FS actions here. Ground services, and go away with the ground power unit. Is that shouldn't be there. It ain't. We just removed the wheels and shocks. That will get rid of the stairs there beside us. You know. Come on, off you go. Wheels and shocks are removed there, so I think it's there. They do fly better than Ryanair. I know that. They land better anyway. I know they do. It's a fact. It's look. It is what it is. Transponder ILS max speed is not. It is set. Heading takeoff runway. The heading for the runway in Dublin is. 279. I have looked at the plates. No, not that. What is this? I've got buttons and switches all over the place here. I'll have to do it. Heading. Oh yeah. 279. I think it is. It doesn't matter really. We're in the simulator. I haven't got the plate to hand here. I have to reopen the thing. Anyway, that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Yaw Dapper, which is right above my face. Right above my brain. Good. Window heat. You need that on. Let's just test the lights there. Probe. Let's follow the checklist. Flight altitude, cabin altitude. Right, we're going to flight level 28. 0. And when we come into, let's get the plate here. Let's get the plate for our destination here. Echo Golf November Mike, isn't it? Leeds Bradford, yeah, there we go. Approach, we're coming into runway 32. ILS DME, and it is 662, so 650. There we go. Happy days. Very nice. Very beautiful. Flight altitude, cabin pressure's done. Landing altitude's done. Flight director's both on. Little kind of hidden away, aren't they? Is that the right director? Jeez, look at them hidden away, look. Little tiny little baby buttons, you know. Kind of, no, not even a light. Nav is required and VNAV. If they don't light up, there's something wrong. Oh, VNAV's not doing it. No, we'll worry about that when we get to it. We just go. We'll troubleshoot it in the air. Minimum ref. That's when that's all when we come back in. Auto brake. Yeah, we want that. Put that to projector takeoff. Cars, radios, doors. Cars, radios. We're not talking to Dublin anywhere here. It's only when we're coming back into Leeds, Bradfords. 4-start auto throttle arm. Fuel pumps are on. Electric hydraulic pumps. Anti-collision light on. Get all the peeps away. That is already on. I did that earlier. Parking brake is set. Ground equipment removed. Engine area clear. APU bleed. APU bleed, please. So we want to switch these puppies to the packs off. APU bleed on. And let's start. Let's get backtrack now. Oh, we got a bing bang, folks. Oh, Jason S84, thank you so much, Jason, for subscribing Prime. Jason S84 has been with us for a good long while now, haven't you? And you've subscribed now for 4 months, Jason. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We really appreciate that. Producer Buttons also appreciates that. My hands look orange today. That camera, a little bit of the old colour there. But thank you very much, Jason. Just noticed that there with the camera there. Yeah, I'd add a bit of colour. Thank you so much, Jason. Appreciate that. Good on you. Long time follower. Any advice, Jason? I'm all ears, as you well know. I'm just single-potted operations, really. I'm very slow, though. I think I'm slow, but I'm going to take my time because you stuff things up then when you go too fast. So, I was looking here at that error there. Electrics. Well, you have to start the engines. Let's start. Let's get backtracked here. I don't like the backtrack of this one. I have to go here. ATC and ground and request ground services. Request pushback. Good. He's engaging. Let's put that over somewhere else. We get pushback. And all is well. Probably wondering why the time to go. If you're wondering why the time to go is just nothing, that activates at 1,000 feet. That's how it's set. If I set it at 200 feet, if I'm at an airport at 200 feet, it kicks off, you know. But it wouldn't do any harm either, would it? Brakes off. There we go. You want the nose to the left. Let's get some taxi instructions here. Where are you? Where are you? Oh. Darn. Yeah, okay, so we want the nose now to turn to the tail to the left, to the right. There we go. No, the other right. Man. There it goes. Do it right. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I think we'll steer this way side. I'm just going to get that line. So see where we are here. So you want to reverse in here and come back up this way. That's what we want to do. It's a bit of a pain. Stop, push back, and do the rest now. Oh, there's someone else there. We can do the rest as we go. Let's see who's with us, folks. Will we? You see who's with us? Oh, I crashed into Aer Lingus. I crashed into Aer Lingus there. Let's tag up and see if it's one of ours. It's Bush Farai. There is every air exit. I don't recognise them unless you're new to us. That's all traffic there. Can I see if our boys here? Maybe it's one of those days where no one's logged on, folks. Look at that. It's just incredible. Let's stop the city off there, over there. There's the Pigeon House chimneys there. Oh, they got ships moving, do they? I see a ship moving in there. That's pretty incredible. We've got all sorts of things happening here in Dublin. Isn't that fantastic? So we crash. Let's just go through them. That's why there's no collision detection, folks. Do you know? Let's add a bit of power here. Well, let's not add a bit of power because we don't have any yet. Let's start the engines. Use the left side here, and we'll go to grind on the left, and let's see what we get. Also, let's just get the engine here. So the ends there. There's N2 kicking off on the left engine. Number 1.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this mostly uncomfortable and exhausting flight. We will be taking off shortly. We ask that you fasten your seatbelts and stow your loud babies in the overhead soundproof lockers. Those of you with large, oversized, ugly babies can stow them under your feet. We also ask that your seat and table ties are in their upright position for takeoff. Please ensure all personal electronic devices, including laptops, cell phones, and powered sexual implements are powered off. Smoking is prohibited throughout this flight, but we will serve large amount of alcohol to ensure that your intoxication levels are high. For those of you who are feeling unruly, alcohol is provided to ensure your personal intoxication and dehydration on arrival. Those of you who are mentally compromised will also be offered alcohol, but smoking e-cigarettes is mostly definitely prohibited. This will make sense to us for some reason. Thank you for choosing Reaper Sim for your flight, and we hope you enjoy this journey with us.
I have to get rid of some of the bad music to add some more, folks. Okay, so engine number 1 is on. Let's go for number 2. It's clicked back into place there to the off position. Engine number 2, sorry, engine number 1 starting engine number 2 now. Got some N1 kicking off there. Very nice. I think it's 25, Robert was saying. Wait for it to be 25. It actually starts a lot earlier than that. That's obviously procedure from somewhere. Probably around here. From Robert Times, who's taught me how to fly this, folks. Single-handedly by text, no doubt. By text messaging on the chat. Well, you know what I mean. It's the same as text. It is text messaging. Text messaging on the chat. Robert Times has taught me how to fly this. It's 2 days to read books. 2 days to read books, folks. Okay, let's just add some fuel here. Oh, you have. Okay. We're going. We need some of those flaps, though. Let's get some flaps to 5. No, it won't do because we're not in the cockpit. Flaps to 5, please. There we go. That's the sound you're all familiar with. I love the way can you see that aircraft off in the distance there? I love that little, it's just so cool the way there's a bit of life. Isn't it? Who thought flight sim would be so cool? Really? Okay, so both engines are started. Generators, we need to get rid of the APU. So the generators, Rapid Time says, come on automatically from the old power source. So I don't have to do anything up here. So I'll have to switch off the APU. So off. Okay. Okay, that's too late now. Alright. I was wrong. You have to put the generators on. Sorry, I got mixed up there. We're fine. Everything's still there. The battery's on. It's all fine, don't worry. I'm just glad he's not on now because you go absolutely. I guess, oh jeez, you go, we've done it again. Pro Pete on. I'm wondering is the waiting wheel supposed to be. Pro Pete on. Oops. Anti-icing. It is quite cold today. We are going to be going through some clouds, but I think we put that on. Well, it says it here before taxi. Really? Okay, let's put the anti-icing on then. There's no icing on the ground though, but there will be in takeoff. So I wonder. I'd have to read the manual on that one, wouldn't I? Let's put it on. Anyway. All good. Window heat's on. All good. Happy days. Very nice. And I just packs are back to auto. You hear the air conditioning kicking off now. APU bleed off. Isolation valve auto. APU bleed is off. Yeah, APU is off. Engine start switch is down to continuous because it can be taken off. Lock grind. Same before you press. Flaps acquired. Elevator tree set for takeoff. Flight controls full flight correct. Recall 737-800. Only flight condition. Now, do you know what happened there? Right. This means I've learned something, because because I messed up with the switches up here. Right. I switched them off. I switched all the power off and only the batteries on. The yaw dampers come off. Look. For some reason. That's to do with tech stuff. So that's back on now, and that means we got no errors. See? But will LNAV come on? No, and I don't know why. Lower display unit. We didn't switch that off for some reason. Is it this button here? There we go. Taxi lights on and runway turn off lights required. Taxi lights on. And that's taxi, folks. That took a while, doesn't it? Usually takes about 37 minutes this time from the beginning of the stream. Brakes off. Let's get taxi. So it's 37 minutes from cold and dark. 37 minutes, folks, from cold and dark. Half an hour turnaround. Isn't it? So, there you go. Got a bit of a taxi to go. I do tend to taxi very slow, alright? Let's speed it up a little bit. We're going to go ahead onto the taxiway here. Onto the outer, Foxtrot outer. Let's put on... Oh, what the hell? F12, 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 F12. Oh. What the hell's happened there? Jesus. No, I didn't activate the screen, that's why. F12, 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 F12. Toby eye tracker, folks. That's what that was. Tagging down. There's Ghost Rider. Hey ho, Ghost Rider. Tagging down. We're Papa 1 now. No. I just wanted to have a look and see what was down here. Really, you know. I went blind for a second and I went right through it, didn't I? I'm just going for a little bit of a, you know. Just going for a little bit of a detour, that's all. Don't worry, everything's fine. That's all perfectly normal what we just did there. That's nothing wrong with that. That was all perfectly part of the plan. Everything's fine. No way you can turn around those taxiways. Bizarre question. I was flying with some guy who's an airline pilot, right? And he said, this is a long time ago when I was kind of just training. Anyway, never mind. Let's leave that story out. I don't know if it's true or not, but look, you taxi up to the holding point in a little airplane, a small little single engine airplane, right? And I could be wrong now because it's been a while. It said something strange. It said, keep far away from the holding point so you can turn around. And that made sense to me, right? Because you don't want to have the wing extending onto the runway and even a little aircraft. And he said, can you imagine if we did that? The jet. And whatever way he mentioned it, he said, you know, if you go to the wrong holding point, you can turn around on a big jet. Of course, only in Flight Simulator now, I realise that you can't turn around, really. And I'll show you now in a second. So I don't know, maybe it's just the time that's gone by. Let's just get this cursed auto throttle on here. Now I'm going to take a right turn, follow that aircraft. I'll have it coming out. Let's go. I will when we take off. I'm trying to think what I forgot there that won't work. What's the difference between today and yesterday? Do you know? That's what I would say. Right. It's better than sitting in my living room watching television, isn't it? You know, just zoning out. Paul Evans says, follow me. Oh, that's you, Paul. Is that you? Backtrack, tracking up. Is that you, Paul? Great, Paul. I hope so. You know? Yeah, oh great, Paul. Happy days. You're joining us. The Paul Evans, folks. Welcome to the Paul Evans. Welcome. Welcome to the Paul Evans. Riggs is here as well on YouTube. Riggs, hey ho. Riggs. Riggs. That reminds me of that movie. That movie that was on. Paul Evans is following us. Thank you, Paul. Welcome to the madness, Paul. Welcome to the madness. I know I've been flying a lot at the 737 this week. I'm going to do the Airbus again. I kind of alternate. Whatever takes my fancy. If I'm feeling really lazy, I fly the Airbus. Yeah, if I'm feeling really lazy, I fly the Airbus. Because you can make so many mistakes with the 737. Now, I only know so little. But the little I do know is that from flying the Airbus and the 737, it's just littered full of latent errors. Do you know? It's just me. It's littered full of... compared to the Airbus, that is. You know. Ever Air. That's you, Paul. I'm following you, Paul. I'm following it. I obviously don't have the livery you have, Paul. What livery do you have? Okay, well, I'm going to stop here. No, I said I'd line up and wait and I'd do all the checks, right? Or does it make a difference? So usually the two of them flicking switches and they're moving while they're taxiing. Things are happening. One is taxiing and checking on checks and stuff, and the other's doing flicking switches and whatnot, you know. So I'm going to halt here. I'm going to switch off the Tobii iCam, which is absolutely brilliant, by the way. Highly recommend it. Get the park brake out. Generous 1 or 2 Pro Pete. That's before taxi. What am I doing? Before takeoff checklist. Parker brake. Yeah. Fuel flow. Let's do it now. Reset. Fuel, ice pumps, de-ice required. It's on. Cabin lights are on. Engine flight instruments are set. Altitude, heading, auto throttle. LNAV won't come on. We'll troubleshoot that. Float flight directors are on. Fine. Just reject takeoff is set. Good. Engine instruments are fine. Takeoff data V1 V. I've done that. Nav equipment landing lights on. Transponders to come as well. I'll have you and I'll have you off, please, until they stay on. I'll follow the checklist. Taxi lights off. Don't rush. Doesn't say it in the Bretton runway turn off lights, so turn them off as well. TFC. Clock. Toga. Okay, clock and toga. Let's go. Why did it go bonkers there? It's got the brakes on, that's why. Come on. Come on. I love the way it simulates the weight of the aircraft very well, doesn't it? Clear right. Clear left. Robert Times is saying 40% on the engines. And then we'll start the clock there. For the Airbus clock, but anyway. Tobii eye tracker, please. Remembering that the nose wheel's underneath me. We'll do a Ryanair takeoff here, will we? Let's do that then. Ryanair takeoff, and Tappy D, you'll be pleased that the recorder is running. 40% now on the engines. And that's stable. And press the button, which is bizarre. Just press the button there and it does it all for you. Forward on the stick. And off we go, folks. Airspeed's alive. Coming up to 80 knots. See, it's overpowered, we're going to be gone before you know it. Oh, I slowed down there. So wind, V1. Oh, the wind is windy. V1. Rotate. Weather clock into wind, please. Positive right. Gear up. Ooh, we're in the golden hour. We're going to arrive at night time. It's coming up. I'm not going to 20 degrees. Ah, I know what I wouldn't engage, because I can't follow the flight path with what it's given us. It's gone over 20 degrees there. We'll stall at that. I ain't stalling, thank you very much. No chance. There we go, leaving Dublin. Look at that, Jesus. Are we that high already? Holy cow. It's a monster machine, folks. Flaps up to 1. Can we get it now? Yes, we will. There we go. I'm guessing they couldn't. Autopilot on. Flaps 1 now. Flaps coming up. 3,000 feet. 5,000 feet of transition altitude. Flaps are coming up. To up. It's doing what it's told. All the VNAV and LNAVs activated. We're all good. After takeoff checklist. Didn't turn the transponder on. You go to VTC, it wonders why, just reset it. Go Golf X-Ray, you got your transponder on. Oh yeah, just reset there. That's what you say there. Alright, gears up and off. We don't need continuous anymore. Just that's off at some point anyway. When we turn our lights off, taxiway light off as off, excuse me. Takeoff lights come off, brakes to off. In no particular order, folks. And we're going, all is well. All is well. So couldn't climb with the flight path. 12, was that 22 degrees that it was trying to climb at? Negative. So that's why I'm guessing it wouldn't engage here. But it did engage once we got up to altitude. Which pleases me. Eye candy. Eye candy, folks. I love the weather. Flight simulator. I can't tell you what a difference the weather has made with regards to Flight Simulator. It's massive. Are you flying for Ryanair? No. They wouldn't have me. Oh, what's going on here? Reset. What does that mean? Or I think you mean the livery. Ryanair livery. I am. I'm flying the Ryanair livery. Ryanair livery. I rather don't take people to fly airplanes. Well, actually, fine. Ryanair fine. I don't know any unhappy pilots in Ryanair. I think the atmosphere might be a little bit depressing, but you know. But I don't see people leaving in rows. I would know, really. There's Dublin down there, but I'm sorry, folks. The cloud boys will not allow us to see Dublin City now at the moment, which is very displeasing. Everything's fine. We're at 9,000 feet. That is the constraint, and we can see the constraint, as Robert Time says yesterday. Unable to 92 knots at Beaufort. There you go. That was our problem. Restored. Great. Let's go to legs and 9,000 feet. There's the constraint there. So Paul was asking some questions there. Robert Times is with us. Greetings, Robert. I hope you don't give out to me. He says, evening grip. Quick question. What would be your cruise level? Oh no, he's got me here. I have decided on 28,000 feet. What? I must have hit that by mistake. That's bizarre. How did that happen? Two, 3, and it said 2.8 in the computer. But that was the thing that happened yesterday, Robert. Right? Can I remember? Cruise. There's something in here. Is it altitude? Where was that altitude thing? Where was it? It's just a little box up here. 28. It asks for 28. Level 228. Perfect net page. Altitude. Perfect net page. We're gonna be quick. I don't know, it's not there now anyway. Uh, 10,000 feet. Standard set. 10,000 feet. On safety belts. Safety belts, there we go. Off, actually. Oh, thank you. Oh, we're going way too fast here, folks. How do I stop? It's gone. Feckin', it's gone. It's multiplied the time, folks. The time is gone double. Robert, what's going on here? How do I stop it? I thought the clock went green when that happened. Do I hit the minus button? It's going double speed here. I'm sure of it. I knew we were taking off very quickly. I knew it. So, go into menu. Top left, TCSC. Top left where? Top left, TCSC. Here. TSR. Simulator above your clock. How did that happen? Because I didn't press that button. Is that right on what I'm doing there? Oh, now it's gone green. No. We're going like a bat out of hell here. That happened to me before. Clock. That's very annoying. Yeah, but what about the clock though? Did you hit the clock button? How do I know if I'm going double speed? Byte number usually means it's normal times. That's what I thought, Robert. Yeah. Just looked like we're going along there. Look. That looks about normal there, look. Just feels like... Maybe it's because of the clouds. I don't know. That's what I thought. Maybe I just panicked there. It's normal time, so it is normal time. Just seemed like a very quick takeoff, do you know? I must be losing my mind, slowly but surely, folks. Because it happened to me before. I'm a bit paranoid about it, because it happened to me once. I was going, what the hell? You know, I think it's the cockpit bouncing around and the clouds we had there coming out. Ah, Aviation Kit, greetings. Aviation Kit from YouTube. Just joined, he said. How are you doing? Good. Good to see you, Aviation Kit. I take it by your name you're into flight simming. Do join us on the North European server. It's free, there's no paywalls. We got our Discord going and everyone is really nice in the Discord. Just look up Gripper Sim in Discord. I'll get you an invite actually. Do you need an invite in Discord? You shouldn't need to. Let me get one up here. I got an invite from Discord. To log on and do all that stuff again. If you go into Discord, look up Gripper Sim. Just join. Do you know? There's no wall there or anything like it. Shouldn't be. Okay, well, welcome to Aviation Kit. Who knows, you might be able to teach me something. Do you know? I'm going to our altitude here now. I've got to pay attention to Robert Times. Aviation Kit's doing okay. I like your handle. Your handle's nice, Aviation Kit. Very nice. I did might have to take off check just to check auto brake. Yeah, yeah, that's all good. And waypoint create. Let's create our waypoint, folks. Let's do that quickly, and then we're going to be busy now. Give me a second now, folks. And I get back to the chat. Just joined on this Discord also. Oh, great. So Paul Evans just joined there, the kid, right? Aviation Kit. Sorry, not the kid. Aviation Kit. So you just go in and join. There's no kind of who are you kind of thing. Everyone's welcome. Because believe it or not, in aviation and flight simming especially, everyone anyway is by default seems, well, it should be, Very nice and helpful and polite. I'm not on it as much as I should be. If I was doing this full time, I'd be on Discord a lot more. But I'm really only streaming while I'm doing... This is it. When I'm off, I'm flying and streaming, and I have no time to do anything else, really. But I'm on it as much as I can. But on Saturdays, Sundays, I put a note in our Sunday flight plan. Sunday, we have another stream. We stream, by the way, Aviation Kid and Paul Evans. I generally, almost always do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 o'clock Irish UK time local. I fly, at the minute, I'm flying the Airbus and the 737. 8 yours coming next. And I do that at 7 o'clock Irish UK time. And Sundays at 9 o'clock in the evening Irish UK time, which is 2000 hours. That's 2100 hours. Local time. We stream General Aviation Madness with Colonel Clink. We do whatever we want. And believe it or not, we're very dangerous. But we learn things. It's interesting. Waypoint, adding. Let's just see if we have time for this. Right? 135 miles. 22. 6, about 70 miles out. Okay, we got a little bit of time. Right, so let's get behind the airplane. So, let's go to plan mode. Another waypoint. X. Yeah, let's zoom out a bit. Okay, so that turn is too sharp. It does not please me. I want maybe something here. So we're going to use, is that EI32? EI3, oh, it's IC32? Damn it, reset. It's bumpy up here. Okay, you want in there, right? So I'm going to copy that. And we're going to, I think, do this, if I remember correctly. We want a heading from there of about, is that north? Yeah, that's north. 3, 2, we want about here. So about a heading from of 180, 200, no slash. Then a slash with the distance because 7 miles. Hopefully, I'll click it here, which we put it above. Put it above, execute. See, it annoys me that it's gone back to our current waypoint. So let's see if you got that. Do you know what, lads? It's very hard to press these buttons when it's turbulence. You got it, right? There it is. Of course, we're going to have a discontinuity. That's fine. Just copy that to there. Execute. Now we have a much more gentle, like this, it's not like almost 180 degree turn, it's more of a gentle one, right? So that pleases me. We've done that. I'm delighted. I just want to do it so I can forget it. Not the best heading ever, but it'll do, right? It'll do. So that's that fixed. Cruise checklist. Engine, let's take a break. Let's relax. I'm going to take my cameras off for a moment, folks. Let's just chill. Take my cameras off. Just so I can have my tasty beverage. Take the upcam off. I'll be back with the cameras in a second though. There we go. We got a bit of time. It's supposed to be relaxing. The Airbus is so much simpler. But this is challenging. As I keep doing this over the years, I'll be maybe really good at it one day. Do you know? Now let's go back to, let's make sure we have our spatial awareness here, right? Back to map mode here and accelerate our view here. There we go. Top of the sets there. Now, Robert Time is talking about, don't use that 228 nonsense. Thank you, Robert. I didn't. I'm going back on the comments there because I got confused there. There, use 280. Yeah, 280. Flight number 280, Robert. Thank you. For those of you who just joined us there, Aviation Kid and Paul, Robert Tibbs has taught me how to fly this. with text. He's our mentor. So you can learn how to fly 737, not properly though, by text. Yes, I am too, Robert. So what's that? So I have it set here. You know, climb to 228. Interesting. Okay, well let's organise that, shall we? That's about the last day. That's about the last day. Is it? Well, that was constraints, and you were saying to the level change. That was the level change. There was this button here, intervene. That's Robert. Intervene. So if it follows the constraints and they're really low, you set it intervene. And that's, I remember that. Great. Because I don't study it, you see. The only time I get to reinforce what I've learned is on the string. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. The music's on a bit low, isn't it? There, folks. Where's my mouse gone? Where is this? Well, at least, okay, Robert, yeah, we didn't need to climb, I suppose, but at least I caught that. Don't worry about the caps. Don't worry about the caps. Thank you. Use cruise level from SimBrief. Okay, use a cruise level from SimBrief. I don't do that. He said that to be yesterday. Well, you weren't here, so I just said I'm going to go with what I know because it didn't work for some reason before. There's lots to learn about this airplane. Really here, what you're doing is, I was thinking about this, they're operating a computer. You have to know how the computer works in order to operate it properly. 1,000 feet to go. Do you know? You gotta know how to operate the computer. Like a programmer, you know? Oh, why am I getting that syntax there? It looks fine. Well, I don't know how to work. Buffet alert, folks. Buffet's coming. It's coming. So another would slow down, but 200 knots. And slowing down. I am climbing at a very high rate. We're going to accelerate now. That was a bit dodgy, wasn't it? That was a bit dodgy. That was a bit dodgy. Which is we're not even ready for approach now. We'll do it in the descent. It's a short flight, isn't it? Okay, now we are coming down to, let's get the plates here. I feel like I'm behind the airplane now. True. Okay. .110.9 on the radio. 110.9 .9 once. 0.9 twice. Twice. Good. Minimums for us here. Hang on, let's just get the first thing first. 3,000 feet. Good. So we can descend now. Around about now. Wallasey, is it? Let's. Okay. Where was I? Frequencies in. Approach course 318. Approach course set. Minimums, Class C. Minimums. Let's get the cameras on. We'll get back to the chat when we get under control here. 682. That's fine. 862. 200 feet above the ground. 862. Let's see if we can get this quicker. 862. Now I'm looking down at the primary flight spanner. 862. Bar set to 862. The QNH in our airport is, I'm just looking at the real world weather here. We're going to Echo Golf November Mike, which is Leeds Bradford, and the QNH at the moment in Leeds is 983. Again, see it down here? You may not see it. 983. 983. So all I have to do when I go to the transition altitude, which is 5,000 feet, is just hit the standard button, and I love that. We're not descending. We're not descending. Okay, let's not panic. Don't panic, Mr. Mannery. Let's get down there. We're 7,000 feet too high, folks. Let's burst some eardrums. Why didn't it descend automatically? I was flip-flopping around. I was very late getting things ready. I didn't get anything in here. So, you know, I didn't even get the ring set. Let's just keep going. Let's get the rings going. Copy. Rock. No. Fix. Boom. /5. /10. Rings are in. We are now 6,000 feet too high. I'm kind of thinking I'll do the hold. Do you know, cabin pressure's giving out now. Yeah, air conditions. Yeah, cabin pressure's giving out there. I have to read up about that. Let's get rid of that annoying light there. Okay, so MCP altitude. See, I'm behind the airplane there. FMC approach speed. Ref index that's done. Approach speed set. Localizer frequency set. The course is set. Engine start switches to continuous. Get those belts on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the ice is required. I can switch it off. I should have. Landing light. That's 10,000 feet. So next job is 10,000 feet. The ice landing light we call. Okay.
Also, we would like to take this
minimum
time to
set
thank you all
brake.
of our
Auto brake.
subscribers
You'll set that
and
to
members for supporting
2.
our endeavors. If you are not a subscriber on the Twitter
And then
or
transition
member
altitude
on
was
YouTube,
5,000 feet. It was
please
actually in here
consider
somewhere. Now where
joining
is
in
it?
order to secure our adventures fare into the future. Thank you.
Approach. Now I want 30 flaps at 140 knots. You go in here, Mr. Man. Thank you. Good. Nothing else there? There was somewhere there I saw the transition altitude. We are now 3,600 feet too high. We're coming down nicely. We'll get there in time. No worries. And I didn't check the cruise page. It's a short cruise. And my defense, it's up and down, really, isn't it? You know, 18,200 feet to 70. So when you go to 10,000 feet, you want to be below 250 knots. Right? I'm putting the speed brake on there to full now. Next stop, 10,000 feet. Press feed. Okay, Robert time. Set lower altitude and altitude window to descend on time. Yeah, I was late setting that, wasn't I, Robert? I was very late, and maybe that's what that was. Paul says if you press prog, it usually tells you how many miles to top of descent and top of climb and all that kind of stuff. It does. Prog is in here, isn't it? So it does tell you somewhere. Prog? Did I hit prog there? I've been using this for distance to go, 48 miles. A lot of other data in here. Lots of pages. Feet next. So we're all good so far. I got the rings up there and we're going to turn in nicely. It's not going to be a crazy turn. That pleases me. I should have put it a little bit up here actually, but didn't have time to reposition it. I would like to reposition it just a little bit more. It's still like quite a turn, but look, we'll manage it. There we go. Look at the beautiful. That is weather you can kind of go wow at. I didn't even get a chance to go outside. I'm doing a lot of very short streams lately. That's making me busier. I kind of like that. We may have to go to Argentina at some point, you know? Let's slow the camera down and get some nice... There we go. Excuse me. I'm getting to like that livery now. If it's just a bit dirty, that'd be better. You know. Okay, let's check the things. I've got loads of time. 11,000 feet. We are... Brakes off now. Oh, here comes buttons. Brakes are off. We're getting good now. Here comes producer buttons. It's 8 o'clock. That's why. And at the worst possible time, she demands a treat. I always give her a treat at 8 o'clock. So, emergency, folks. Most dangerous thing you can do is leave the cockpit in flight simming. Circles 10,000 feet. Landing lights on. I'm going to put those on now. I'm going to have to leave the seat for 18 seconds, which is just disastrous. Bear with me, choose some buttons. Ice, we leave that on now because that's on. A landing light, I just put that on. Recall, yeah. Radio altitude bar minimum's done. Auto brake set recorded, we've already done that. Altimeter clock with speed, 250 knots. Have you got 250? What are you doing? I disconnected something there. Oh, jeez. Buttons are going to have to wait. Changing the volume of the music there. We'll go flaps 1. Let's just slow it down. No, that's not a good idea. We're going too fast. It's gone up. Oh, okay. Just buttons are going to have to wait, please. No. No. I'll put 2 of those things in my pocket. It's going to be hell now. Just buttons are going to go absolutely ape. Now I broke the speed limit. You know? Why are we descending like a lunatic? VNAV keeps disengaging on me. Why is it disengaging on me? Why did VNAV disengage? Now I don't know why that happened and I haven't learned something I should have learned. These are slowing down now. I would like an alarm. You know, you need an alarm for that shit. You're busy in the car. See what happened there? If you're distracted to be, Jesus, you're going, oh, and you're looking at something else. You're down here, your eyes are down here somewhere, and that disconnects silently like that. I don't like that. That saddens me. That angers me, actually. And is that how it works in the real aircraft? Robert Time says, you activated vertical speed yourself, which disengaged VNav. Okay, thank you, Robert. That was my fault. Okay, so I forgot. Yes, now I remember. Now I know why. Thank you, Robert. So that was just dodgy on my part, you know. But we're slowing down now, which is fine. We can take the speed brake off. So that's why. Note to self. If you want to get down quicker because it doesn't descend because you didn't do something from before and get behind the airplane, if you change vertical speed, it's gonna disconnect VNav, and it's gonna be very bold. The landing lights are on, right? Okay, let's catch up. Passenger signs. Alt L. Let's see a thing. On. Good. Altimeter set. 5,000 feet. See, I'm catching up. QNH is next. Oh, Jesus. See the disaster when that happens. See, if I was late switching to transition altitude there. I'm never sleeping out to get a good flight out. I was too busy chatting again. So I oversped and I busted the altitude. Localizer frequency approach course is done. Approach mode, let's activate that now before I forget. Approach mode is activated, glide slope, gear down, and all that kind of stuff. Producer buttons, no. Now we're doing our turn. No. She'll have to wait. We're going to do the replay, folks. So what I'll do is, once we get down to the stand, I'll run out, and it takes 12 seconds to get producer buttons, that thing she insists on. So I'm going to have to save face now by making this a good landing and approach. So let's get ahead now. Ring 10 miles out in the ring, flaps 1, be below 200 knots. Speed will come back at some point, as Robert said from yesterday. Robert Times, that's why it's practical to press standard when clear to local pressure altitude. Yes. See that, in all fairness now, the radio, if we were on radio, that would prompt us, wouldn't it, Robert? But I think maybe at 10,000 feet, I'll have to integrate that. You know, when I'm going down to 10,000 feet, I'll just say, oh, okay, we're clear to a flight, you know, below the transition altitude, and just have it done. I might add that, you know, as my own little procedure for simming. You know, it's not the real world, you know. Just so I remember. You know, or when I think that's a good idea because I missed the transition altitude altogether. So we're still at flaps up. We can put flaps 1 down now, just to slow it up below, to get below 200 knots. So anyway, where was I? At flaps 1 at the 10-mile ring, which we have. Flaps 5 gear down at the 5-mile ring. Now we're caught up, aren't we? Turning on to final now. Look at the lights. We're in 2K. There's the runway over there. What are 93 knots? Are we captured? Not quite yet. QNH 983. Let's hit the B button to make sure it hasn't changed. No, it's 983. Exactly like the real world. So we're caught up there. So it's going to appear here, the speed's going to appear, and I'm going to have to just do it manually. And I said I want flaps 30, 140 knots. There we go. Captured. Let's take it down a notch. With that 140. I'm gonna go. Yeah, 140, fine. 140. 140 set now. Plus one is already set. Going up to the 5 mile ring now. Yeah, I know that's the air conditioning again. Gotta learn about that. I had to model this aircraft pretty well. Okay, 140 set now. 5 mile ring, flaps 15, and gear down he poos. Let's get some. How can he actually get coming down? Too late. Why are we going to 170 knots? Why aren't we slowing down? What have I done wrong here? $160 knots now. Flaps. 177 knots now for the 165 knots. We're good. Flaps 30. I'm taking control now. Now that's not me. Yeah, that's on autopilot. Autopilot off. I have control. The balloon, maybe. We got feet on pedals. Let's make this a smooth one. A little bit below the glide stop, but that's fine. There we go.
Approaching minimums. 400.
400 feet to go.
Minimums. Glide slow.
Continue landing.
Glide slow. Glide slow. Glide
Yeah.
slow.
I don't care. See, it's going slow on me now. Really cute. Maybe 145. I was thinking. Get 145.
30.
Get 145 knots.
20.
Landing late now.
10.
Something's not set. Awful. Oh, we're getting the crosswind problem. I can't keep it on the runway at all. That was terrible. Yesterday's stream was great, and this is terrible. For me, as far as I'm concerned. So many bad things happened there today, folks. And that inconsistency makes me very sad. Oh, it's my seating position's all off as well. That's... There we go. You know? That didn't help either. I don't see any lights on. Hotel. Hotel. Get off the runway. Go on. Go on. I don't see any lights. I can't see a thing. So let's just halt up here a little bit. See how I can't see anything on the ground there. Let's just halt here. That is bizarre, isn't it? Let's get the dome light on here. Hotel. I can never put my eyes on the dome lights, folks. It's back here, is it? They're on. They're all on. It's just from in here I can't see them. See that? Is that a bug, maybe? See here? That is what I should see from the cockpit. Now that's what I should see. The cockpit. But you see? It's just a bug. Transponder. Stand by. Brakes off, which I've done. Flaps up. And start switches off. APU on. And let's get to the gates if we can. I'm gonna have to change the daylight a little bit there. Maybe it's just that time in the evening that it's not showing that. Let's see if we're... No, we can't see a thing now, look. So we'll go to a little bit the golden hour there. And then we'll brighten it up. Let's go back to a gate here. And yeah, so a series of things happened there. Robert Thomas, this question: can you figure out yourself why the off schedule descent message popped up on the air conditioning panel? Think of the wrong altitude you set in the Perfinite page. Yeah, let's just look at that there, Robert, because that's annoying the hell out of me. He keeps coming up. So it's gone now, isn't it? So I can't figure out what that... I set... You see, there is a problem. Do I take a sim brief? And I didn't take it from sim brief. I took it from here. It said, here's your cruise altitude, and I put that one in. Overhead here. Yeah, I had 650 land altitude, and... That's saying 18,000 feet. 28. So we went for the 28, didn't we? Went for the 28, and the landing altitude is the actual height of the runway here is 662. So that's the nearest. So I was very close to going around there, and I should have, you know, I should have gone around, but it's a sim. I would have gone around because it was an unstable approach as far as I could see. And yesterday went very well. The problem is I don't study it. You gotta study this kind of stuff to get it perfectly right, don't you? You have to have the time. You know? How did I end up in the runway there? So I do a circle around. Am I gone? I'm not doing that here. Just that can. Alright, I thought I lost my head there. I thought I went nuts. I haven't been here for ages. I thought I lost the plot there. I was going, what am I doing on the runway again? Why does the taxiway take me back onto the runway? You gotta backtrack. Jeez. There you go. Robert Time says, because you started to descent before reaching the set cruise altitude. Yeah, that would make sense. This is what happened. Robert Time, thank you. He says, it's because you started your descent before reaching the cruise altitude in the pressurization panel of 28,000 feet. So the airplane started depressurizing earlier than anticipated. So, yeah. I did get to 28,000 feet though, just before top of descent, but probably that was too late, was it? But I see from the very beginning there, one problem led to another, didn't it? One problem led to another, and then that created another problem, and so on and so forth. Do you know? So that's what happened all the way along. And that's why they have procedures. Do you know? We can take the next one. We can take this one. It's quite a small airport. I think I've been here once, and this is a paid airport. So I'm going to fly the 737 again tomorrow night and get it right, because I can't leave this like that. I can't leave it like this. You know, I can't leave it like this. So yesterday I was in good form because it went well, you know. But it's the confusion, I think, the guts of that is I'm not taking it from SimBrief. And I'm not too sure, Rob, because I didn't take it from SimBrief this time. It had in here the cruise altitude. I'll go and find it for you. And I said, I'll take that. But no, you said take it from SimBrief. But that gave me problems before, I think, earlier. So, you know this, you were saying there, Robert, that there's problems with SimBrief. It doesn't give you everything. And I thought that was the issue. There's some rudeness going on there between British Airways and an undefined livery there. That's just rude. That's disgraceful. I could be banned for that. We're going to get a space here, folks. We might go from Leeds, Bradford to somewhere else now tomorrow. But I did say I'd go to Argentina. But they're all long flights, are they? I'd like to go to... I'll have a look. I'll see. If it's too long, I'll try. And if not, it'll be next month I go to Argentina. Because I've got to buy all the airports and stuff. But, you know. Well, we get a spot here somewhere. Is that one here? That's one here. That's 6. Let's go into 6. Let's go into 6 here. It looks like I'm going to hit that wing there in that other aircraft. Let's see. Yeah, definitely. It doesn't look like from here. Come on. When it does that, it stops. I broke too much. I put too much braking on the rudder pedals there. Doesn't look like we'd have clearance there. Does it? No, we wouldn't have. So we should have gone into the next one. There you go. So he can't push back there. Right, for the replay then, let's have a look. Robert's saying there, the trip level on the performance init page you use 228. Yeah, I was saying that's stupid. 228. So automatically calculated by the FMC. Don't use that again. Use SimBrief is giving you 280. In that case, fill it in yourself. So there was something here. Where was it? Altitude here, right? So it gave me an altitude here, and that was the weird one, Robert, wasn't it? It was saying 228, and I went to 28,000 feet, but I should have put it in here. Johnny C, greetings. Evening all. He says, arrived too late to join in, I'm afraid. May go back to Dublin now, and I've acquired the Urbex V2. Oh, great. Well, I'm too tired, Robert, to go back. I'm too tired to go. It's 8:25 and Butts is going ballistic. I'll have to sort that out. I'll have to put a second treat in my pocket. Maybe Johnny C will do Dublin from Dublin somewhere to again tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do until I sit down, you know, until I get home. No, it's okay. I don't have Discord. Aviation. You don't need. It's a website. Aviation Kit. You don't need to download anything. By the way, he says no. It's okay. I don't have Discord. You can, you know, if it's there, if you want it, you don't have to have it, but it's there. Stefan, evening to you. Sorry, I was really busy there. Screwed up today. Let's have a look at the replay. Let's get the daylight going so you can see stuff and things. The replay of my shit landing. It's terrible. You don't get the sensation of crabbing in the sim at all, unless I hit the Toby button. But see, Toby was great because you can kind of feel the drift, but you don't feel anything like you would in a real aircraft. It's an unusual one. But let's examine that then. Let's have a look and see what went wrong. What went wrong with the landing? Let's just move that up here and replay. Down a little bit further here. Sort of inside the cockpit for this first one. Okay, so the wind from the left 14 knots, which is nothing. But I didn't even get the sensation because I was looking like this. Well, that was alright. So, you know, my view is like that. Or so it was off anyway. The view was off. Let's get that look there. Let's get those rails. See, I want to move the camera here and see. Not much of a crowd there. An added power there. I should have taken the power back myself earlier. That's why we wasted all that runway. It wasn't a complete thumper, was it? It wasn't a complete thumper of a landing. Didn't look like it. Let's have a look from the side. I'll have to take that off. That landing rate does not work. We'll just have to see what it looks like visually. The landing rate's not working at all. That's okay, Johnny C, but you have it. We'll be going, don't worry, we'll be leaving and going to Dublin all the time. You know. So I had to physically take the car back there, just add a car for me. Is there a certain height you got to take the car back, Robert? Probably. 84 feet per minute, really. It felt a lot worse than that. I thought I ballsed that up. Okay. So the more mistakes you make, the more you can avoid, no? In a safe environment. Let's pause that there, and I want to do that one more time. Let's have a look on a nose view of that landing. I thought that was a terrible landing. Do you know why I thought it was terrible? Because I didn't feel in control. You know what? It was late down the runway for starters. Way late. Did I add power there? Why did I add power? Okay, the touchdown itself, yeah, it was off the centre line there. There you go. Don't worry about that. Here we go. We have to do 2 more now. And go back. Yep. Get that view. I'll take that note, Robert, bear with me. Let's get the camera. No, not the checklist. Camera. Get rid of you. Get you there. And go back. A little bit forward here. Let's see it. Here we are. Zoom replay. Just cutting off the music here so we can hear stuff and things. Would it be nice if when you zoomed in it would actually bring in the details? Wouldn't it? I love the way they've accurately modelled the surface of the runway on every runway. It's just brilliant. It's a little bit of a crab. That's probably why. And that's why he went off there. Very nice. And the last one while we're chatting there, I'll read Robert's comment there. Let's pause that and do the window view. Let's do the window view. A little bit more forward here, I think. To that side there. Oh, we want the wing in the picture, don't we? That'll do. And resume replay. So Robert's saying, better note this down for the cruise level. It should be the same as per init page. The altitude window when climbing straight to cruise altitude and the pressurization panel. So 3 places to enter the cruise level. If one of them is off, you're asking for trouble. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to cut and paste that and have a read of that after the stream, just make sure I get that. Copy. So there's 3 places for the cruise. See, this I have to write down. I have to write down a little list of A, B, C, D, E, F. You know, a little acronym or something. You know, that's all. That's all I have to do. And I'm going to keep making those mistakes until I do that. So I might get someone in. Physically to show me. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm waiting for. I get someone in who knows and go, hey, do it this way. Check these things, and you'll be fine. Because you can't do procedures from an airline because it's for 2 people. Do you know? Where's my notepad? Notepad. I'm just copying that, Robert. So there we go, folks. We'll learn as we go. Very good. I do like that airfield. Nice and small. Leeds, Bradford, folks. A great one. No internal though. That's okay. Is that an Asobo? That's a Asobo. That's a Asobo, isn't it? That's a Asobo because you can't see in the windows. That's how you know. You can't see it, and it's got the bog standard gates there. No advertising on it. So that's a Asobo. I thought I paid for that. No, I didn't pay for it at all. That's a Asobo. I have failed everybody with regards to Leeds Bradford. There you go, folks. Thank you very much for following, everyone. Thank you, Paul, who followed, and Jason S84, who resubscribed Prime for 4 months. Thank you so much, Jason. I just turned out. Yeah, that's funny. Anyway, there you go, folks. So, Robert, I'll keep an eye on that. So, as long as I know, I just note this down for you guys. Can you simulate crosswinds? SC says yes, you can. It does simulate crosswinds. It is difficult though, because in the real thing you have a feeling for it. If I can explain crosswinds, when you're, I have my hands here, so no, it won't work with the camera, but you're kind of, how to explain it without, you're kind of side stepping. So the aircraft is facing this way, and you're, let's put it this way. Here's the thing. First of all, you can feel it in the real thing, right? This is the thing with flight simulating. But I have done it a few times and it worked out really well and I was really pleased. So let's say there's the runway center line, but the nose would be over here. But I'd be looking dead ahead where the mouse is there, where the line is. And the nose would be over here. And I could crab it in. So you straighten it up at rudder and wing into wind a bit. But it's kind of hard in the sim. I found this simulator. It's gone nuts there, lads. Look. So it is harder in the flight simulator by quite a margin. So I hope that answers your question there, SC. Lord Taylor, hey, it's a paid early Orbeck scenery. There you go. Yeah, I was wondering why. I just saw it there, it was paid scenery, and I said, oh, we'll go to Leeds. I haven't been there for ages. But next time we'll see where we're going, what we're doing. Folks, thank you very much for viewing and watching. Let me just get that replay ahead, because that poor chap there is kind of waiting for us to go away. I was wondering what's going on there. Let's see who's on as well. I didn't do that. Let's clutter up here. We got Jason's with us. Jason's with us there. That's another one, but it doesn't tag up sometimes. I think that was Paul, was it? Jason's here. Johnny C is here as well. That's all I can see for now. Jason, Johnny C. Can see anyone else there? May not tag up everybody. There's another one there. People flying around England there, folks. So, folks, thank you very much. I better give Producer Buttons a treat. Robert Times, once again, thank you very much. He says, nice. He's being nice. Nice landing grip. Room to spare and safety down on the asphalt. Room to spare and safety down the asphalt. Getting better every time, grip. Pre-flight was done in 20 minutes or so, nearly there. Oh, I'm getting quicker at the pre-flight, am I? A little bit. So I'm learning on stream. I don't do this offline, as you know, Robert. I don't have time. When I make time, I don't. You see, what I don't want to do, guys, is overdo it and get bored of simming. Do you get me? So I'm going to learn on the stream. So, you know, if you do too much of something, you know, and I don't want to get bored of it. There's Sam 3D. I knew there was someone else. Goodies coming in behind him. So I'm going to learn on the stream. I'm going to keep that up. So thank you very much all, and we will see you tomorrow if you're out and about, folks, at 7 o'clock Irish UK time in the evening. And we'll see what adventure I come up with next time. And that is all I have to say. So, folks, have a great night. It's going to be a short week for you. I know you didn't have a Monday because of the bank holiday. And I'm looking at the button here. There we go. And have a great night. And sleep well. Ciao, ciao, folks. Thanks a million, everyone, for helping out and subscribing and members and all that kind of stuff. Ciao, ciao. No.
Never forget that day.